Okay, sometimes data that we would get from different places, sometimes that data would help us make predictions into the future. First thing I want you to just remember, you don't even have to write this down. You don't have to write this down. We are way back into Algebra 1, aren't we? Or maybe even pre-algebra, or whatever you called it when you were younger. Everyone who is capable of participating happily says you would go where and put your first dot? Somebody say up 4. Up 4, excellent. That's called the y-intercept. From that spot you would go up 3 and then over 1. Up 1, 2, 3, over 1, up 3, over 1. Say, I knew that, I just didn't participate. Okay, all right, you knew that, you didn't just participate. You know what we're going to get today? We're going to get something like this. Y equals 186.4 x plus 0.38. Where would you, or your calculator, where are you going to put your first dot? Up how much? 1,714.38. From there, you're going to go up 486.4 and over 1. Is that exactly what we did before, just with fun numbers? Cool. All right. So let us start by doing something called a scatter plot. And we're going to do this first of all on paper. All of us are going to do this on paper. All of you without a graphing calculator, the scatter plot can go on paper and that'll be just fine. The scatter plot can go on paper and that'll be just fine. All right, and I'm going to do the following question. There were some people that were beginning weightlifters. They were beginning at lifting the weights. They were laying down and they were pushing the weights up into the air. And they were beginners. Now, they didn't all start at the same part. Some were stronger when they started and some were less stronger. See, we can't say weaker. We have to say less stronger. Okay, they were weaker. And we had them give us some data at various times. And if you would jot this down, if you would go weak and increase. And these people gave us the following data at some point in time. One person said after 1 week, they had increased 4 pounds. 1 week of weightlifting class, they could lift 4 more than they'd lift the first. Somebody reported after 7 weeks, they could lift 21 more pounds. Somebody reported 6 and 18. Somebody said 4 weeks, and what is that? 4 weeks and 9 pounds. Somebody said 5 weeks and 19 pounds. These are all more weight that they could do. After 3 weeks, somebody could lift 10 more. After 5, somebody could do 14. And after 8 weeks, somebody could lift 23 more pounds. So these are all beginners. They'd never done weightlifting before ever. And they started weightlifting class. And then they reported at various times. These are different people reporting. Somebody after their first week said after being in that class, they could lift 4 more pounds. Someone else, after 7 weeks, they could lift 21 pounds, 6 weeks, 18 pounds, and so on. First thing we're going to do is a scatter plot on paper. So if you would do the following, if you would write across the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, actually go to 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And let's go up, let's go by 5s. So then go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And this is going up and down on the Y. This is the increase, and going back and forth are the weeks. All right. Now put nice big dots. At 1 week, somebody could do 4 more. At 7 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, somebody could do 21 more. So go ahead and do this. You don't need to do it with me, do it on your own. 6 weeks, somebody could do 18 more. 4 weeks, somebody could do 9 more. 5 weeks, somebody could do 19 more. 3 weeks, someone could do 10 more. 5 weeks, someone else could do 14 more. And at 8 weeks, somebody could do 23 more. So that's a scatter plot. This group of people, although they may have started at very different points in their weightlifting time, most beginners you would expect would be able to lift more weights as the weeks would go on, as they'd get stronger. Well, first of all, does yours or does mine make a straight line? Yeah. Oh, whoever said not really, that's really awesome. Not really. It doesn't really make a straight line. But does it sorta make a straight-ish line? Sorta. In fact, you know, if I sorta did something, you know, like that, is that, you know, somewhat representative of what we saw? You know, and I mean, there's a few different ones that could possibly be, but in fact, it does sort of seem to make a straight line. It's a straight-ish line. And in fact, in that case, we are going to do something really cool, and it's going to be called the line of best fit. There are other names to it, and our calculator is going to do this. So those of you with a Casio or a TI-30, you're going to be doing this on your own. Watch that video. You other people, we are going to do it together. And I'm going to stop recording, and I don't know how I'm going to do it for our